Hey guys, this is Eve, Scrapbooking with me, and today we're going to make a card. I had told a lot of you that I was going to be doing some things with the dies that I got from Maymay. This is the fishtail banner die, and then, where is my other one? And then I also got the poinsettia, or poinsettia, ever how you say it. Here in the South, we say poinsettia, but I got the poinsettia die and the fishtail. And I'm going to be using these two today. Now, I've already cut out all of my poinsettias, and I will tell you exactly how many layers of each I cut out. And then I cut out some little fishtail banners. Cut those out. So, this is going to be a 5x7 card. And I have cut this piece. This is that shiny cardstock. I've cut this at 5x7. And then I cut this one a little bit shy. I think it's like 4 3/4. Yeah, 4 3/4 by 6 3/4. And then I took a die that I already had in my stash. Let me pull this out for you. And I'm not sure that we have this one still available, but if we don't, I will try to find it and link it below. This is the Spellbinders hem stitch circles. I absolutely love this. I love the little bitty. Let's see if you can see the little dots that it cuts. I love that. But like I said, if we don't have any more of these, I will try to find it somewhere and link it below for you. So I used these two, which is, looks like the second and the third one is the ones I used on this. And I just placed it at the top, kind of centered it up and cut that out. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay this down on this back part. Just going to kind of center it up as best I can. Then I'm going to take my pencil and I'm just going to make some little marks on the top and the side as to where I need to cut. So hopefully I can see those. Yes. So I need to place this die right down on those marks as best I can, and take that over to my Big Shot, and I'm going to cut that out so that I'll have that hole that goes all the way through. So let's see if we can do that. Okay, we got that cut out. Now, it would have been much easier to cut probably both of these out at the same time if you have it already planned out, but as you know, I craft on the fly, so a lot of times I don't have things planned out. I just kind of look at it and then decide what I want to do. Now, I got it a little bit, tiny bit off maybe, but not much. It's enough that I'm going to go with it. I'm not going to worry about it. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put some adhesive on this, and we're going to use our big roll of the Scotch tape, and I'll link this below as well. I'll try to have all of the links to products that I use listed below, because I know a lot of people ask me, where did you get this, where did you get that? And a lot of it comes out of my shop, but sometimes I don't have it available in my shop, and I try to list the other links of other places that you can get it. Because if you want it, I want you to be able to find it somewhere. Okay, what I'm going to do is trim this in half because that is a little bit too wide for that area. So I'm probably going to put 2 layers on this anyway. So we're going to run this down through here. Now, I've had other people that have asked, excuse me, I've had other people that have asked, how do you keep that white tape from showing when you put it down like that on the outside? Well, I don't worry about it, because I figure if somebody's going to get down and inspect my card that close, then I don't know. But anyway, if you want to disguise it, you could always color it with like a permanent marker. Just go to the side and run that permanent marker down through there. It doesn't bother me, but if it bothers you and you want to disguise it, cover it up, then you can do that. I just don't worry about it. Okay, now we're going to pull the top of that off, and we're going to put another layer on here. And no, this is not going to be a shaker card. I know it's beginning to look like one, but it's not going to be a shaker card. It's going to be a little bit different. You know me, I have to try to come up with something different. I don't like the plain Jane. So go ahead and put a second layer of tape all the way around. Now we're going to pull the backing off the tape and even it up on your bottom piece just as good as you can. Here again, it doesn't have to be perfect. Just get it as good as you can, just like that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm taking my card base. Now this is it's supposed to be a 5x7, but it's a little bit wider for some reason, and I don't know why, unless they just cut it wrong. And I'm going to cut the front part of this card off, leaving, let's see, we want to leave about a 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch on there, just like that. And I may have to trim some of that back off, but we'll worry about that later. And now we're going to glue that down, that top down, right to that flap right there. So I'm going to use some score tape to do that with, because I want this to hold really well. Now remember to make your score tape where you can still move it around a little bit, put some art glitter glue on top of it, and that gives you just a little bit of wiggle room. I'm going to lay that on there as straight as I can, and press it down. And see, this hangs over, so we're going to trim that off. I don't like that. Like I said, I ordered these, I got them in, and they ended up being just a little bit bigger than a 5x7. Don't really understand, unless it's somebody cut them wrong, I guess. But I'm using them anyway. Not a biggie to me. I've got a little bit of tape showing right there, so I'm just going to take my pokey tool, the opposite end, and I'm just going to shove that back up under there. Just like that. I think that's all I have. No, maybe a little piece right here showing. So see, I just take that little pokey tool, that end right there, just shove it back up under there. Okay, so we have this, and now we have, when you open it, you've got the inside of the card, and then this part right here. Now, this is a little bit different color than this one, but I'm not worried about it at all. If you are, then you can cover this back over with, you know, the other part of a card or something. Just make sure that you cut your hole out. To me, it's not enough to worry about, so I'm not going to worry. Now we're going to take this piece. This is the piece that cut out of this top, and we're going to sit that down in there and let it go all the way through. Just making sure that we place it right where we need it. I'm going to do that again because I moved it. Okay, and then I'm going to open it up while I'm still holding that. And I'm just going to hold it and put some art glitter glue down around it. Now, before I put this down, I should have put my magnet under it, and I didn't. Because what this is going to be, it's going to be an interactive card, and it's going to be a card and a Christmas ornament together. So we're going to get our little magnet out. There we go. And these magnets we do have in our shop. We just got in a new supply of them today. I will link those below as well. So we're going to put this part under here, just like that, and then I'm going to glue that back down. Just like that. Then we're going to take this one and we're just going to pop it on there. Doesn't have to be in the center, don't worry about that. We're not going to worry about it. Now before we take the top off of that one, we're going to go ahead and put our flower together. Now what I have done is cut 2 different layers of the greenery part of the flower, of the leaves. And I just cut one color and one another. And we're going to put these flat down. I'm not going to pop these up. And I'm just going to alternate them. One will go one way and one will go the other. Okay, and I'm kind of sticking it down to this mat because it'll pop right up. So that way it kind of stays in place. Then I'm going to take my bone folder and right at the tips of these, I'm just going to curl them just a tiny bit, not much. Just put a little bit of curl in them so they'll pop up. See it, just a little bit of dimension. Then I'm going to start alternating these, but on these I am going to use pop dots. So I'm going to put that down. And then I'll put this one right there. And don't worry about that pop dot showing through, because when we put this little center on there, it will cover it up. And then I'm going to put another pop dot. I'm going to turn this one just a little bit. Now you could stop with 2 layers like that if you wanted to. I'm going to go one more layer. Just like that. And then this one I'm going to turn just a tiny bit. Like that. So see, I have a beautiful flower. And then this is going to go right in the center. So I'm going to put some art glitter glue down there to glue this down. And it's going to cover up those little pop dots. So just like that. So there is our flower. Isn't that pretty? Now we're going to close this back up and take that top part off of there, off of that magnet. Take that back off so that it'll be sticky. And then I'm going to try my best to glue this down somewhere close to the center. It doesn't matter if the magnet's not close to the center. That's not a biggie. Just as long as you kind of get your flower centered up. And that looks about right, I think. Let me look at it. Oh, it's a little bit off that way. So we're going to move it over just a little. You can move these magnets for a while until you press them down. Once you press them down, they're done for. So I think that will work. So we're going to press it down. And now I'm just going to pull my little branches up a little bit. Now I'm going to take just a tiny bit of this white string that we have here. And I'm going to use white because I don't want it to show. I'm going to take a little bit of this white string, and on the back, I'm just going to make a little loop. And I'm going to glue it down with my art glitter glue. So that will be a good enough loop, I think, right there. Trim off that bottom part so it doesn't show. And then let this dry before you put it back down, because you don't want this to actually stick to this part. You just want that glue on there to hold the string on the back so that you'll have your little ornament to give. So I'm going to let that dry. I'm going to lay that right over there while we work on our banner. Now I have, like I said, I cut those little fishtails out. I cut that one out for the base, and then this one out for the top that we're going to stamp on. And I'm going to use this stamp, and I'm just going to put Happy Holidays on it. It'll fit really nicely right in there. This is a Bow Bunny holiday icon stamp, and if I can find it, I will link it below. I'm not sure that this one's still available, but if I can find it anywhere, I will link it below. Okay, so let's get, I'm going to try it with a stamping block. Hopefully I will get it straight. So we're going to use our VersaFine ink in Onyx Black. Just ink that up. There we go. Very good. And then we're going to put this up on Pop Dots as well. And just center it up in there. Isn't that cute? I love how those banners have that little detail in them, the little stitches. Love that. And then this is going to go right down here at the bottom. But I have a tiny poinsettia little stamp, and I'm thinking I might stamp this down at the bottom. And let me see, I've got some red ink. Let's see if this ink is still juicy enough to do that. I have not used that one in a while. Oh yeah, that looks good. So we're going to put, I think I want to put a couple of different poinsettia. I think I want to stamp it a couple of times. And here again, you should have done this before you put this up on Pop Dots, but I'm not going to worry. Just going to do the best I can. Oh, there we go. Good, good. And we'll put another one right here. Very good. And another right over here. Very good. Now I got a tiny bit of red right there. I guess it was on the stamp block. But I am going to cover that up. So then we're going to go ahead and put this down. Now I got a little bit of red right there, and I think I'll just put some bling there. That'll solve the problem. So we're going to put that down right there, and I'm just going to put this part flush down. Bling takes care of everything. So there's that. Let's grab our bling. See what kind we want to use. I'm thinking we might just use these little red ones again. Oh, those are cute in there. So these are just some old pieces that I have had for a long time. I'm going to use those right in the center of the poinsettias. I think someone sent me these a while ago. I don't know where they come from, but I wish I had more. I think they actually come from her dollar store, but our Dollar Tree doesn't have anything like this. So put that one out there. Right there. I think this is the last ones I have. That one right there. So that is cute. Now we need to put some little pieces up there since I kind of messed that up a little bit. These also come out of Maymay's store. She carries these. Normally, I will double check to make sure if she has them. If she does, I'll link them below. So we're just going to put a few of these around. It'll just kind of disguise that where I got that red ink on there. Hopefully. And then we need to go ahead and do something else up here since you want to do everything in threes to make it more pleasing to the eye. So put that right there. Okay, I think that is good. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take our poinsettia, and I think it is dried now, yep. And we're going to stick that right there. So there is your poinsettia card, and when you open this up, then you can have them a little note here, you know, your Christmas ornament or whatever, and they can take that off, and they can either hang it on their tree, or they can use the magnet and just stick it on their refrigerator or whatever. We always have tons of things sticking on our refrigerator, so. And I just kind of curled that string up under there, so that it doesn't show from the top side. And then, of course, you know I have to go around with some stickles on that little poinsettia just to make it pop a little bit more. I think they should always have some sparkle on them and shine. They're a very pretty flower. And then I'm going to go around that center and just kind of cover up the rest of those holes. Just like that. And we'll put some little dots of this in those dots on there. When this dries, you'll still be able to see the yellow through, but it'll just have like little dots in there. Okay, I think that's all we're going to do to it. So that is our card for today. As I said, it's a card and an ornament all in one. All they have to do is when they open it up, you can have them a little note in here that says, you know, I hope you enjoy your ornament or whatever. And of course, that's going to make them want to pull up on this. And when they pull up on it, there they've got their little ornament or their little piece to stick to the refrigerator, whatever. So I hope you enjoyed this. This is our video for today. If you enjoyed this, please give us a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to click that little bell so that you'll be notified when we either go live or put up new videos. We will be starting on our, let me see if I can find it. We'll be starting on our Christmas Village house on Monday. I have just about got all of the templates ready, and I'm just going to give you a sneak peek. Here's some of the templates. So I've just about got all the templates ready and my prototype. So we will be starting on that Monday. So make sure that you join us for that. I will have the PDF, and it'll be free, as well as the Cricut cut file, and that'll be free as well. So I'll have links to all of those on the video Monday. This is going to be simple and easy to do, but they're going to be 3D houses that they'll be sturdy. You can sit them in your living room, on table, whatever. They'll have lights in them. The windows are going to have, it just looks like glass in the windows, so it's going to be a fun time. Also, I wanted to let you know that today is the very last day of our Christmas. Today is the very last day of our birthday sale. We did a month-long birthday sale because October is my birthday month. So we did a birthday sale, and it's 36% off if you use the code birthday at checkout. Now, that is not my age. I have been 36 for many, many years, but it's a combination of my age, if you understand that. All right, guys, we will talk to you later. I hope you enjoyed this. Thanks so much for